Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shane Presley here to tell you about my friend's music record shop. Check them out in the heart of the Grove at 4191A Manchester Avenue, right in between the Ready Room and the Demo. This week they got new records from The Dead Weather, Churches, Disclosure, and reissues from Queen and New Order. Mention Rock Paper Podcast and get 10% off your order. They do new music happy hour every Friday and live in-store performances on Saturdays. One of the next ones is October 3rd. Rock Paper Podcast presents Brother Lee and the Leather Jackals and Delta Soul Revival. Sponsored by Four Hands Brewery and the Gramophone. So come check it out October 3rd. Follow them online, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, musicrecordshop.com.
Good evening. This is Hands and Feet, and you're listening to Rock Paper Podcast.
Thank you for listening. You're going to love yourself for it. Carrots. Carrots. Huh.
Yeah, this is Rock Paper Podcast with Shane and his guests. You will listen to what he says. Shane will drive to your house and bring you brownies and talk for hours as it's Rock Paper Podcast. Tell me why it's nothing but a podcast. Tell me why we're making this for your ass. Tell me why all you gotta do is download Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey everybody, Shane Presley here with the Rock Paper Podcast, episode 118. Hanging out with Stephen Favazza, right?
Favazza.
Favazza,
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I knew I'd probably mess up something. And Caitlin, what's your...
Caitlin Funston.
Funston,
Yeah.
all right. So Stephen is hands and feet.
That's me.
We just met a bit ago, and I've been listening to the music over the last week or so, and
Cool.
I really like it, man. I like it's a little different than necessarily what I typically listen to. Like I like a lot of blues and rock based stuff.
Yeah.
I hang out a lot at Beale and Oyster Bar and listening to a lot of the bands down there and stuff. But I really got into it. I liked this was your I guess it's a year old, like this week, right, or something.
Yeah,
Like that?
that's the record. It's
Yeah.
7 times record.
So,
Today, actually.
Oh,
Today's the day.
Yeah, all
Happy
right.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
But I really got into it. It's just it was just kind of relaxing and stuff for me. Like it just so I don't know. I don't really know. I'm pretty bad at that's why I like letting the music speak for itself a lot of times.
Sure.
Because I'm really bad about like explaining why I like stuff or how, what it is, particularly like what moves me or it's just like so I really like to just mainly put a track on and say, here, just listen to this. I liked it. Here, maybe you'll like it too, and that kind of vibe. Because I might say something wrong and sway somebody's opinion before they ever listen to it, and that's what
Sure.
I don't want to, I don't want to say something like, oh, it's kind of like this band or that or whatever it is, because maybe they don't like that, but they don't give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
So I try to let the music just speak for itself.
I still haven't found anything to compare him to tell people.
Really?
Yeah, I just.
Wow.
But that's like I come from a different music background too.
Sure.
I don't make music, but yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just a big fan. I just everybody always thinks I'm involved in, but I don't play anything, and I played like sixth grade. I joined the band and I played cornet for a couple of weeks, and they told me he pretty much said you're either going to try really hard or you can go back to gym. And I was like, all right, I'll see you later. And so I went back to gym class, and I don't know, but I do think about it a lot. My dad played guitar and harmonica and things, and I would like to.
Like blues band, like you like do like blues type stuff.
He never played in a band necessarily, but he would sit in a lot. He would take his harmonicas and he would sit in with bands every now and then, and like did like bluegrass stuff and blues and things. But yeah, he never really was officially a member of a band. But yeah, he played a lot of blues and rock stuff. And we grew up on a lot of southern rock, a lot of like ZZ Top, Leonard Skinner, and Allman Brothers and stuff.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
That was
for sure.
Yeah, that was played pretty heavily through the house, and and on any of our family vacations and things, and and a lot of old country. Dad had like Conway Twitty box set and stuff that we played a lot, and
that's great.
So yeah, that's a lot of where I grew up, and that's a lot of what it's influenced my taste today. And but I've discovered tons of great stuff since then. But and just always finding new music, so it's always a lot of fun. But what I really enjoy is doing this, though, is supporting local artists and meeting people around my own community and people, and that's so a lot of the music I play in my car today or on at work and stuff are all my friends. So it's I do still listen to popular and commercial music and things, but for the most part I really enjoy just supporting my friends and my like I said, my local music scene.
Yeah, right.
And there's some
big community here.
For sure, and some serious talent.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see it happen.
Yeah. So what about you, man? What kind of influenced you to playing
this type of music?
This kind of music? I mean, I've always been into electronic music. I've always like kind of grew up the same way, like listening to a lot of rock bands and like playing in, like metal bands and stuff. Like when I was in high school and junior high and high school, and like even after high school a little bit, kind of playing like rock bands and like that kind of thing. I started this because I was trying to find other people to play music with, and once I moved back from Chicago to here, and I couldn't find anybody to play music with, so I just kept on doing this and decided to start playing shows. Yeah. And then now I'm like, I have 3 albums out, and I just got done recording an EP with Kevin and Sienna from CaveofswordS.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to release myself in May with Farfetched. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of started doing this. I like making beats, and I like playing, like still play. I'm mainly a guitar player anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just trying to incorporate all that stuff. Like I'm definitely like incorporate all my influences into it as well.
Yeah, like there was some like as I'm listening, felt like there was almost like some hip hop kind of. There was things that could lend itself to like a hip hop beat and things, and like so there was, and then there was more rock kind of stuff, but then there was a lot of stuff that was just pretty mellow, and I liked that a lot. Like it just like I said, I found it kind of relaxing and
nice.
But it was really you played live for us here, and it was really fun to watch you go to work and do that's it's I mean there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. Yeah. I try to dumb everything down, but once I do that, I just add more things.
Yeah.
Like, no, I add a symbol.
Right.
Because I don't have enough stuff.
Yeah. What was it like some kind of amplifier thing you played on the? Oh,
it's an electric bow.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's called. It's called an E-bow. It's just magnetic.
Yeah.
It's just magnets that kind of vibrate the strings.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Is that the like slide guitar kind of sound?
Yeah. That little is back over there. Yeah. It's that guy.
That's another thing I find very interesting is I'm a big fan of this guy, Lincoln Durham, and I've talked about him a lot on the show. But and I've had him on the show, but he's a one-man band himself, and he he plays a kick drum with his feet. He plays guitar or violin or like a cigar box diddly bow guitar, and and he wears a harmonica around his head, and then he sings, and and he's got like shakers and stuff on his drum kit, so he's got a lot going on, and he's all live, and and he but when he in the recording studio, like he he plays with other guys in the studio to create the record, but it's funny I was reading through his liner notes and things, and there was like a guy playing a cardboard box on the record and stuff like that. It's just funny to hear what guys find, that find that right sound that they're looking for, and whatever it might be, and like you can tell from some of your toys here that you can you whatever it takes to find the right sound and stuff. If you I said you add a cymbal or whatever it is, and
you've used lots of recordings too.
What's that?
He's
like
used
field recordings
train sounds, and didn't you have like we were at like a protest?
With the mallets.
The cops were like in unison, like
banging their mallets against their shields, and I sampled that.
Huh.
I made a beat out of that. But yeah, like that kind of thing too. I love field recordings. I've always been like sampling. Like I love playing live. I also like the idea of like sampling something and like having it repeat and then build on top of that, on top of that, on top of that. That's why I just like, it's all like delay pedals and sample pedals, and my computer is just, it's live essentially, and then like I just add like layers and layers and layers.
Yeah.
I do it with vocals now too, and melodica, I sample that, like everything.
Yeah.
So I can just like let go and just everything's still going.
Right.
you know? And then just be able to just kind of like manipulate everything live, and then tear things back down to just being something similar, just playing guitar, just like playing melodic on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a long time, like, kind of developing it and finding out the sound that I want.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for it, you know. I'm still, like, not always happy with everything I do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's being an artist, though, is just constantly striving for perfection, and since you know, even you know, whatever it might be, but yeah, you just always wanting to top the next thing, and
Right, yeah.
so
There's never a peak.
right, yeah.
You know, it's always building to something.
Yeah. Yeah, that there's a guy I really like, goes by the Wandering Madman.
Oh yeah, I heard
You've heard
about
him?
this. Yeah.
Yeah, he's we've become buddies, and he's but he tours the country in his van, and it's essentially it's his home, and it's also when he's on the road, and it's also his studio. He's got his keyboard set up there, and then and he's got on the side of the van he's got speakers mounted in, and he's got like a garage door that he rolls up, and he's got so he plays out to the crowds then, and pulls up to a festival, and he's got
That's
play.
perfect.
It's like a old box truck kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, so it's really a neat setup, and then he's got little things like on the front where for donation, and you can get a free CD and stuff like that. And
That's awesome.
so, but he plays for donation and stuff. He doesn't really charge for gigs or anything. He just shows up, and if people feel inspired to throw a couple dollars in and stuff. But yeah, it's really neat what he does. But he does a lot of like the same kind of looping and stuff like that, where he'll he's got his drum kit over here, and then he turns and he does a guitar riff, and then he sits at the piano and he plays, and it's just it's got to take some serious timing to.
Oh yeah, right, absolutely.
So, I don't know. I don't think I could do any of that. So, some serious patience, I think, too, to find
super
it.
meditative though. Like it's really easy to just kind of get lost, like when you're writing or when I'm writing, whatever. Like just get lost in like even it's just like one sound, it's just developing on one sound, and even it's just like one sound on one key. But just like tweaking it, it's just like all that stuff to me. It's just like super meditative and uber relaxing.
Right. What do you find that you use as inspiration to write and stuff, like what or
It could be like a number of things, like be something like very political or something like very heartbreaking or usually the down stuff, I guess, like always kind of like not that I'm like a very like depressed person, I'm not, but like I like the idea of writing while I'm like feeling like that, like again, like I said, that being like meditative and very therapeutic, like that's just how I just kind of express my angst or my everything,
Definitely.
I don't really write happy songs.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I could, but
one of my favorite lines, a while back I went to the pageant and I saw Aaron Lewis of Stained there, and I don't know if you've been following his career, but his newer stuff, I mean, essentially they're still Stained songs. I mean, he wrote all the stuff, but they're just a little more country in a sense. So his new record more like more of a country vibe to it, and that's kind of why he's getting marketed as a little more country instead of as a
like a rock.
Yeah.
And guy.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's still Aaron singing them, so they still sound good and things. But anyway, he had the line before he started one of those newer songs. He's like, so I fucked up and I wrote a happy song, and here it goes, and stuff like that. Because all those Stained songs are so down and depressing, and some serious, sad stuff that he went through when he was writing all that stuff. But it was just really funny that he, said he fucked up and wrote a happy song. So, but yeah, so I mean, I guess it happens. I guess anybody can write a happy song if they try. But I feel like like I said, I never wrote any songs, I never performed music, but I feel like that's probably you know, that is probably a big motivator, you know, for a lot of this stuff. I mean, we're one extreme or the other. I mean, you know, if, obviously, you know, people write a lot of love songs when they're in love and stuff, and you know, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, absolutely.
You know, whatever the extreme of it is, it really motivates that creative, you know, energy and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
So, but yeah, I mean, if you're happy, you're gonna write happy songs and stuff. So, but yeah, I figure we better get some plugs in here. I got some big shows coming up. September 25th, right?
That's it.
At the Luminary.
Yes, the Farfetch's Brave New World.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, this is a pretty stacked lineup, man. Mathias and the Pirates, Superhero Killer, and a lot of these, some of these people I'm not sure, but like I thought this was a funny Ewalkie Talkie, or yeah,
Ewalkie
right?
Talkie.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's a fun name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What are they like?
This one guy.
One guy too.
He's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, check it out. And Loren D. There's all sorts of other people. I wrote a couple down there. There's with like 9 or 10.
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
People.
Like you said, like Blank Generation, Centipede, Abnormal, Poet J, myself. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Ewalkie Talkie.
Yeah. So that's
super excited.
September 25th. Come on out and see that show. And then you got another one coming up in October on the 30th with CaveofswordS that you mentioned at the demo.
It's for their the remixes.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I did. My neighbor and I are in a project called Neighbors.
Spelled differently.
But it's more of a hip hop project.
Oh, all right.
And we decided to do a remix for them that came off their last album.
Yeah. Set those down. Yeah, I'm excited for the CaveofswordS show too. I haven't been able to catch them live yet.
Oh, they're fantastic.
They're great.
Yeah,
they're really great.
but I had a blast getting to talk with Sonia and Kevin and
Eric. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only are they amazing human beings, but they put on a really fucking good show.
Yeah.
They're definitely family.
I wanted to go. They played on top of
the City Museum.
Yeah, the City Museum. Yeah,
That was fun.
Yeah, I really wanted to go catch that show. I thought that sounded really interesting.
Yeah,
It was a cool show. It was strange acoustics in that space. And I was really, really sick that night, but I was still there. I was like up on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Would you want to explain like what you do?
Yeah.
For the shows?
I just do projections while you play. And make music videos. Yeah.
So how did you two come to work together on this?
I made a really silly stop motion animation a couple of years back.
Yeah, like claymation, right?
It was paper.
Was it paper? Okay.
And Steven saw it.
And yeah, saw it and loved it. And here we are.
And that's what happened. And so he asked me to do if I could do something to accompany him live, because it is just him on stage. Sure. And well, it's really impressive that he's doing all that. It's a lot of pressure to like be that one thing that people are looking at.
Right, absolutely.
So
it's kind of when it had like this like blanket over me kind of thing, you know. So it's just. So yeah, I'm sorry, I totally interrupted.
No, no. So that was the idea, and so I had no experience doing video anything. I got a degree in printmaking and hadn't worked in video at all. So I just started playing with my smartphone and getting footage of a lot of just weird stuff, bugs, you know, a lot of just like random St. Louis stuff.
Yeah, right.
some of my own artwork, like I would just take pictures of my stuff as I was working on it, and it would make its own kind of stop motion.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. Just listening to you talk about how you look for sounds and how you build upon things, and then you can just sit back and watch them like that, or listen to them, I guess.
Sure, right.
And kind of manipulate them, and like that's a lot of what I've just been playing around with video for the past couple of years. But yeah, it's taught me a lot, and everything I've learned on YouTube, and
we became best friends.
yeah, yeah, there's that. Yeah, the first time we met at Mocha Bees, and that's been kind of our like
Our spot.
weekly. Well,
Almost.
we
It was
if
for
we
a
had
while.
more money, we would meet there weekly.
We're almost daily for a while.
But that's our place to just go and kind of decompress. But Steven's always just been really open to like the format of the video. Like we've had ideas for music videos, but he's always really just left the format open to me, which is really cool, because when you like sync up the video to his music, it's just like his music makes my video stuff like look better than it did before. His music was I don't know. It's pretty incredible, and it's really rewarding to have something to accompany it. So.
Sure. You brought your laptop here. I didn't get the full experience,
the full projection.
but it was cool to kind of see what you're talking about, though, and you'll be able to have at least a visual of it. But
Right.
yeah, it was definitely I could see how it would definitely enhance the experience and
Right.
stuff. It's almost it was kind of it's kind of like psychedelic and stuff, like with the video and the sound, and like it was like a Pink Floyd or some kind of
like kind of a synesthesia thing going on.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, I wish I had synesthesia, so it's like almost like being able to recreate that. But yeah, I just love the synchronicity, like when his beats go along with like some pattern that I've taken a video of, like whether it's like street signs or trees.
Right. Especially when it's just like it's totally random,
Yeah, but psychedelic is definitely like the best word for it.
Oh, for sure.
I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. So, how long have you been playing out then as Hands and Feet then as?
Maybe
At least 3 years.
I think I started in 2014.
13.
Was it 13?
Yeah, because that was like that was the first year.
My bad.
Yeah, because I started doing stuff with you right at the end of
Okay, yeah, right. So it was like
2013.
yeah, absolutely. It was 2013.
It's been a while.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 2013 for sure. I was doing a long distance project with my friend who lived in Texas, and I just kind of went this direction rather than the other direction that he went. Yeah, like once again, like I said, like I mainly started so I could find people here in St. Louis to play music with, and I just like really couldn't find anybody. I mean, I can now. Like it's crazy. I'm playing with so many people now, but I'm so deep into this that I just rather just do this.
Yeah.
Like I like being by myself and like.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a control freak or anything, but it's like. But at the same
But
time,
you totally are.
I totally am. But like, when I have
But
like,
only over the stuff like you, like,
Then I
have
can-
control over.
right, I
it.
have total control over, absolutely.
Well, I mean, I kind of mentioned, even for myself, like, off mic with I used to do the show with my co-host, and but and we had a great time together. But when he stepped down, it just made things so much, simpler, where I could record a lot more and everything else, and
Right, yeah.
and just like that. And I've talked to Bruiser Queen on here before, and they used to be a 4-piece.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where they cut it down to a duo, and it made things so much simpler to where they could, tour all the time together, and they can record and they can write, but it's just the two of them. It made things a lot easier on all that, and
sure, absolutely.
And even by yourself, like you said, you don't have to rely on anybody else to be a part of it. You can,
right.
So
I could I could book a show anytime I want.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't have anyone to help you.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing.
Except me.
That's so true. See, it's for you.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of gear.
It is a lot for one person.
It is really rewarding though. Sometimes some shows are very rewarding than others, but
how much of this do you take with you to a show?
I take it all.
All of it.
Yeah. So the
He's
computer,
so fast for all of it too.
My guitar, everything that's on top of here, all my pedals, the cymbal, this amplifier, all these cables and cords that are going everywhere.
Right.
I was eventually trying to figure out a way to use the entire drum set as well.
Yeah.
So I'm slowly, that's why I have the cymbal now, so I'm slowly moving things over, I like the way this sounds.
Right.
But yeah, realistically, I'm not going to do that. Let's be completely honest.
Yeah.
It's already so much, and it's not like they're light things or anything. Even my computer is just 50 pounds.
Right.
So it's just this made up thing inside a suitcase. So it's just there's nothing's light or easy, but it's really gratifying.
Right.
It's fun connecting everything.
What would you do? Because I know you, like you said, you got the samples and things
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've got all the sorts of different drum tones and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, what would you do differently if you were to bring a kit live? How would you?
I just think for me personally, I just think it just feels really good to move and to play drums, and I love the sound of live drums on top of computer generated drums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he just leaves keyboard. He'll just leave things playing and then go play drums.
Right.
And then loop that shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty. it's awesome.
Yeah, that's wild stuff.
Yeah.
But if I brought that, it's just that's another it's just too much stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Once again, just playing by myself though, just be able to play a show anytime I want to, or go out of town and play a show anytime I want to, and just be by myself and do it. It's really awesome.
Do you do much touring?
I'm gonna do more. I played a couple of out of town shows this year, but next year I'm gonna try to take 2 weeks and maybe just go south, in the spring.
Yeah.
And then I don't have any real plans yet, but everything's just kind of in the head.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to start. I want to start this record label where I'm just release short run records. And the first thing I'm gonna do is release the new EP, and then I have a couple other things that are kind of in the back of my head I want to try to release. So hopefully by May that'll be going, and then I'll be able to tour with that, support that, Yeah, everything by myself is really good, but
yeah. That'd be interesting though. You can find somebody, another person to, band or whatever it is, but just to tour together and stuff. Right.
Absolutely.
Be fun to hit the road and do some stuff.
Yeah, CaveofswordS and I played a one-off show out of town a couple of months ago, and it was really, really great. Just a camaraderie with those guys, again, we're total family, so it's just it was really, it's taking a family vacation.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun. And
yeah, they it was interesting how I came, because music, like I mentioned, Music Record Shop sponsors the show, and whenever I went down there one time, they just gave me a bunch of records to give away on the show to help build some buzz and advertising and everything. So the 3 records they gave me to start was Beth Bombara, Bruiser Queens, Sweet Static, and Cave of Swords.
Nice.
So I'd already had Bruiser Queen on the show. I'm still haven't got to schedule anything with Beth yet because she's been touring and stuff a lot too. And but I was able to get a hold of Cave of Swords. I said, hey, would you be interested in doing the show? And then I had the record I wanted to give away at the same time as the release and all that. So it worked out really nice. And but I didn't know them at all, and they welcomed me into their home, and I sat down with the three of them, and Zach couldn't make it that evening, but it was they were great. It was by the end of the I'd only been there like an hour, but by the end of it we felt like old friends. It was really it was really cool. So
they're very warm people.
They really are. Yeah.
They're incredible. She's on one of my songs on the EP that I'm going to release in May, and she's on my first CD. She's singing on 2 songs on the first CD. And we're going to try to do all those songs live sometime soon. I don't know. Hopefully, it'd be cool to do it on the 30th, but it'd also be better to do it on the 25th. But, time.
Right.
I'm on my own schedule, so it's just like my schedule's ridiculous.
Sure.
But, I come down here at like 3 in the morning every once here and practice.
Yeah.
But they can't because they gotta sleep.
Right. What, how'd that come about with joining Farfetched?
It's actually through Kevin and Senora.
Yeah.
They asked me if I was ever interested in getting there with them because they're doing really great, interesting electronic music, very thought-provoking music, and I sort of just went to one of the meetings, and I was just kind of in. Yeah, it's actually a year ago today, as well with that. I guess. Oh yeah. Yeah. Once I released my record, I was like, "Hey, you guys want to help support this? I just got all these made." Yeah.
Very cool.
So here I am.
Yeah. So, and your the record, like I said, Sour Times. It was you also did a vinyl print too.
Yeah. That's the only thing I did was just print on vinyl.
Right.
I didn't print
there's
on
an
CD and there's MP. Yeah, there's WAV files, MP3 files.
Sure.
But yeah, I just strictly vinyl on that. I record down here in this room. With all these instruments, and then I had a couple of extra keyboards that I was lent. So it's it's all electronic music, and then there's loud light drums, and my guitar, and then there's live bass.
Yeah.
But everything on that record is just me.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Yeah, there's it seemed like what was it, 1 or 2 that had some vocal stuff on that?
Yeah, I think it's the second song and then the 5th song had vocals.
But pretty much
There's mainly just
instrumental.
Yeah, I'm really into soundtrack kind of thing, that's what I kind of want to get into is doing something like that.
There was one
Awesome.
No, and I don't know. I can't think of that. I probably should have done my research and looked it up. But there was one that reminded me there was that old it was an older commercial for I don't know some car company, whatever it was. But it's where they're just cruising around and there's this music and then and they start seeing all this stuff going on and then and at the end of the thing, they're just well, that was interesting, and but there's just this instrumental kind of song playing, and I don't know, it just reminded me of that commercial, because we used to in art class, our teacher played a lot of various various instrumentals, music, and it was just kind of set a mood like that and things, and I think there was one of those songs was on that, but she had I don't know if she got it ripped it off of YouTube or wherever or something like that.
Napster.
Yeah, probably Napster or whatever. But it had that quote on the end. That was the song. Well, that was interesting. Like
like
it might even be
commercial.
in the actual song. I don't
Right.
know. But but a car commercial said that, and like so. Anyway, that's why I was thinking of all that stuff. Like what took me back to high school in my art class, and
Nice.
so yeah, I'm sure I can. I don't know, but anyway, so what else was I ask you about? Oh, so yeah, so we sort of touched on it coming up in shooting for May for the home EP.
Yes,
For
so
some
hotels. Hotel.
Oh, whatever at home. Maybe
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, hotel. What
It's kind of. It's pretty. I mean,
Yes,
that's true.
it is pretty. It's pretty. Yeah,
it's home.
kind of
It's
based on
home
that.
on the road, right? That would be a yeah,
Kind of like, yeah, I guess so.
yeah. Hotel EP. There we go. Where did that come from? What are the titles? Is that a track on there or?
Yeah, it's a track that's on there.
Yeah.
It's kind of based on a current situation. Yeah. But
Yeah.
It'll be.
So like is that you got 5 or 7 tracks or something?
oh, just two.
Two. Oh, just 2.
Yeah, real short.
real short,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna put on a 7-inch
A 7-inch like square.
square 7-inch.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was down there with like for like record store day. There was some of those exclusives come out, and there was one that was like shape of I forget what state it was, but it was shape of like all jagged like a shape of a state, and it was like Illinois or something,
Yeah.
whatever. But it was just interesting to see
That's
like
awesome.
Get
the
geeked out
records.
on
Yeah,
vinyl.
yeah. It's just it's wild.
Yeah, what they do with that stuff now is really amazing.
It's pretty cool. It's
or
lathe cut, right?
Oh, this one's like lathe cut. So it's not gonna be like really like hi-fi or anything. It's definitely gonna be like a lo-fi, which I think would be really interesting. Like I like the idea of like lo-fi electronic music.
yeah.
Make it fuzzy.
You ever check out Jack White stuff at all?
Not really.
Yeah.
Like I saw the White Stripes years ago when I played the Creepy Crawl.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a fantastic musician.
Sure.
I just never got into his music.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan or anything either, but he was on Fallon or something, and he brought in his new record, and it was like the ultra deluxe edition or whatever version of it was, but it was when you put it on and you spin it on the turntable, there's like a little angel or kind of thing that like looks an image that looks like it stands up. Yeah, because it's like cut into the record, and so it looks like a little angel spinning around on the, and it's like it's wild. Like just the stuff that they can do with a record these days.
Absolutely.
Compared to just playing music.
Back in my day.
Yeah. So they can cut a little image into the grooves like that too.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah. So I don't know. So it's like I said, Square Records and everything else and all that. It just it used to be everything just used to be black, and it used to be a circle or a little one or a big one, and
Right.
it's just
like all different colors.
yeah.
Tie dye, clear,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
There's a band. They're originally from California area. But they tour all over the place. But they're Rival Sons. Have you heard of them at all?
Mm-mm.
They're like pretty straightforward classic rock, like 60s and 70s. Just big Marshalls and cranked up and but they're really great. I saw them one night in Columbia at it was Mojo's, then now it's Rose Music Hall, and
Oh, I didn't know they even changed the name.
yeah,
Wow.
they changed like maybe I don't know, probably close to maybe a year, maybe not quite a year, something like that. But yeah, I think it's still the same. I haven't been up there in a while, but
Right.
I think everything's still the same. Just changed name on it, ownership maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, saw them there, and then like the next night they were opening for Sammy Hagar at Verizon in St. Louis here.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
but when they put out their latest record,
Uh-huh.
you could do like a pre-order online, and I guess it was like directly with the printer or whoever.
Record label.
Yeah, but you could pre-order like 50 different colors of the record, like
Yeah.
Wow.
all whatever color, and there's all sorts of different splash patterns and all
That's crazy.
all kinds
That
of
you
things.
could choose from?
Yeah, you could.
Oh,
yeah.
God. That's like...
Yeah,
I
so-
would... If that
That's
was
what
a
I
band I
want.
liked, I would like buy a
I wish I could
different
afford
version
that.
of each
Yeah,
one.
so
amazing.
you could pretty much, customize it. However,
That's neat.
you had the templates or whatever you could pick from,
Right.
but you could essentially almost have like a one-off record.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So
Absolutely.
it
Totally
was,
one of
it
a
was-
kind.
That's
yeah.
tight.
Mine,
That's
I got
awesome.
I got the black and white splatter pattern on there. It was pretty cool. looking.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. I hadn't been a part of anything like that before, but it was cool to see how far
Yeah.
they've come with customizing vinyl records. And
Yeah,
everything.
right.
That Sigils, the Cave of Swords album that they just came out with, has
Yeah.
that really beautiful
Yeah,
smoky
it's
kind
really,
of
really
gray.
creatively and vinyl.
Yeah,
That's probably one of my favorite looks,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
and one of my favorite albums.
yeah. Great record. And I think Bruiser Queens is like a hot pink
Yeah.
for Sweet Static, so that was fun too. That they,
Good.
yeah, it's cool. I like that vinyl's making a comeback, and that they're. I don't know what the numbers are, but they were saying like that, compared to recent years, but they've been selling a lot. Like and even like I've got some comedians that I follow that I bought their stuff on vinyl even
Yeah.
too. So it's
Yeah,
fun
right. That's cool.
to everybody likes seeing their stuff on a record.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
it's fun.
Absolutely.
It's
And it sounds great.
yeah, it sounds great. It's also a sense of nostalgia to where you grew up
Yeah.
listening to these records and things, and
Sure.
Totally.
it's fun to see your stuff on there too.
Yeah, exactly. It's also like it's an activity. We go to Kevin and Sunyata's house a lot,
Yeah.
and just have record nights.
Yeah.
We'll bring whatever new thing we've picked up and be like, "You guys gotta listen to
Yeah.
this." So
Right. I
That's-
feel like when CDs were out, I didn't really do have CDs really.
yeah, no.
I mean, I guess a little bit, but not with vinyl. Like vinyl's a totally
But yeah,
different
with
thing.
vinyl, like you
it's
have
a
to engage
whole-
with it,
yeah.
or else the room falls silent and
Yeah,
everyone's
right.
like, you know.
Right.
But as soon as you put it back on, it's
Yeah.
And if you're not feeling like one side, you can
Mhm.
be like, let's not listen to that second side.
Right, you don't have to be fully committed.
Not everybody likes my choices all
No,
the
that's
time.
Right.
I like to, you get a little bit of it through CD, and I mean, obviously they've had a lot of big books and CDs.
Oh yeah.
And things, but I love opening up a double LP vinyl and looking
Yeah.
at the pictures and things and all
Yeah.
that on there. And it's like,
Yeah, it's a
But
whole
that's-
other thing, like it's big.
yeah.
I opened up a T-Rex album that I had, and I guess I hadn't looked inside the sleeve, but there was this really old magazine article about Mark Bolan, and I guess it
Really?
had just been in there that someone had tucked in, and that
That's great.
I just noticed. Yeah, I want to tape it to my wall,
Yeah.
geek out about it.
I'm sure I've got some surprises in my collection for me sometime whenever I go back through, because I tuck stickers and ticket stubs, and
Yeah.
I've
Oh, yeah, right.
even got I told you I saw Friends with Lincoln Durham when I was at one of his shows. My friends opened the show and he broke a guitar string, and so my buddies took his guitar and restrung it for him, and he handed me the broken string, so I've got that
Tucked
rolled
in
up, and I
somewhere.
tucked it in the sleeve of the record. So
Nice.
Nice.
So,
So they're like little time capsules.
yeah.
Right, absolutely.
So someday I'll pull that record out again. I'll stumble upon a little memory. And, so,
Yeah.
That's
but
awesome.
yeah, my wife bought me. I was looking for quite a while, for what the piece that I wanted, but she bought me this for my birthday last year. Was one like a big console one where the lids close up on the top, and it's got the 8-track and the tuner and stuff, and
awesome.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, I know there's got to be some way to do it, but I've been wanting to. What I really need to do is go send it to a repair shop and get it fit, because it's set in a basement for a long time. It's got a lot of static when you adjust the volume because of dust and stuff.
Sure, right.
So I need to just get it, kind of serviced. And
they're so heavy though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a very solid piece. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's really cool though. We just to have it and in such good shape for what it was. I tried to find like a product number or something, trying to do a little research and figure out exactly how old it is and stuff. I haven't been able to do that. But it is it's a neat piece. But yeah, the table needs some work. It's got a pretty good wobble to it, like whenever you drop the needle and then like maybe like halfway through the record it like ends up jumping and skipping, like, so it's so it needs some serious work to get it balanced and stuff. And
sure.
But I don't know. It's neat though. It's just but I do want to figure out how to get, like, because I got a lot of my stuff on digital too, my iPod, and it'd be fun to figure. And I don't have any 8-tracks. So what I'd like to do is, like, I used to have like for tape decks you could put your like iPod thing in your tape deck.
Oh yeah, right.
And I'd like to do something like that with an 8-track tape and drop it in there and be able to play or just maybe even wire with like an auxiliary plug and be able to do my iPod through there also and kind of make it all-in-one entertainment thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I talked to Jack Grelly. I don't know if you guys met him or not, but he's a singer-songwriter in town here, and he's big into vinyl as well. And he was telling me there's I forget, like Gravoy or something like that. There's a shop that they do some good repair work. So
nice.
I need to call him up and see what it's going to take.
Ship it over there somehow.
Yeah. But I'm afraid to see what it might cost me.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it's not cheap.
Yeah. Where were we? Yeah. You what are you thinking? You want to throw some tracks on, or you want to play another live one, or?
Yeah, I'll play another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Right. What's
I think you should play that one.
Play which one?
The one you played earlier? About your cat?
I'm not gonna play one about my cat. All right. I might. I'm not.
What are you gonna play?
I am going to play the song Sour Times.
Sour Time.
Off of the Sour Times record.
Right.
It's the opener. It's the last song I wrote, and I liked it so much I named a whole album after it. Let's give it a second.
Check. 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 Check.
Computer's really hot.
Ow.
Ow!
Yeah. Yeah, man. Very cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We wish I had some kind of better video to where people could experience
Yeah.
the whole thing
Yeah.
of it. But yeah, no, it was really it's really cool so yeah, people are come out and check this out. Come see Hands and Feet.
With Caitlin Funston.
Caitlin, yeah. That's September 25th at Luminary.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there. Is that what's?
That's
It's
great.
awesome.
It's a really
It's
great
a
venue,
great space.
Right.
We saw, what did we see there? 100 Waters.
Yeah, I saw 100 Waters there.
And Golden Curls opened.
Yeah.
And it was a really, really cool show.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to come check that out.
Nice.
And like I said, Mathias is a friend of mine. He's been on the show too, and
Oh, nice.
so we sat at his
Awesome.
apartment a while back and had a good talk. And yeah, he's a guy. He's got stories for days.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I like that guy a lot.
But yeah, I mean, I remember following him like with Earthworms and stuff too. So his other projects, but yeah, it's cool to see what he's doing with the Pirates and things.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But anyway, yeah. So September 25th, and then also with Cave of Swords at the demo on Halloween Eve, 10:30.
Yeah. My favorite day of the year.
Yeah.
Next to my birthday week.
Yep.
My birthday week's my favorite day of the year.
Why is 10:30 your favorite day?
Day for Halloween.
The day before Halloween?
Yeah.
Why is it better than Halloween?
Halloween's really awesome too. It goes into Halloween.
It's the anticipation.
It goes into Halloween.
It's the waiting for
Right.
Halloween that makes it so wonderful.
All the Halloween movies are on.
Right.
All the costume making.
Yeah.
All the witchcraft.
Candy.
The evil. The candy and the
Sorcery.
evil. The tomfoolery.
Yeah. All right, and then early next year, keep an eye out for some new tunes.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully going to try to work on some new songs. I'm working on new songs right now, so hopefully by the end of next year I'll have a full length. Hopefully.
Yeah. And if you wanna buy some digital or vinyl, go on handsandfeet.bandcamp.com.
That's it.
And is that anywhere else available or?
Music Record Shop, Vintage
Yeah.
Vinyl, Euclid Records, Dead Wax, Greyface Records in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, so support your record stores.
Some others scattered around.
Yeah.
And in all the cool kids' houses.
All the cool kids' houses. If you're a cool kid, get yourself a record.
Yeah. Well, man. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is
I
great.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Getting to talk music with you and vinyl and everything. Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you both.
Definitely.
But yeah, we'll see you September 25th.
That's it.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
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 People Podcast. People Podcast. Rock People Podcast, y'all.